So that has seen
corporate
inflows,
bond, yeah,
and hybrids have seen. I'm just
corporate bond funds have actually, been doing very well, and they have proven to be a very, very good alternative to people who are looking for exposure in corporate bonds, because the way they're refined by SEBI is that minimum 80% of exposure should be in AAA, whereas in credit risk, the definition is that minimum 65% should be in AA and below, right? So corporate bonds, by that sense, have become very, very popular. The other thing you mentioned is hybrid funds. There as well, we have seen some of the categories at least do very, very well. But on that note, let me also invite Radhika Gupta, the MD and CEO of Edelweiss Mutual Fund, who joins in. And, Radhika herself has a hybrid fund which is doing very, very well, the Balanced Advantage Fund. Radhika, you think this is a category that's going to continue to do well? And, what else have you noticed from the Jan numbers?
No, absolutely. In fact, we've been big believers in the hybrid category, and it's encouraging to see in the data that's come for the last few months. This is one of the hybrid categories that's getting net positive flows, and probably the highest amount of gross flows. I think it will continue to do well simply because it makes sense for investors in a time when markets have rallied. So you don't want to miss out on the upside, but obviously given the levels of markets, I think we are seeing increasing interest, even in the number of investors coming into the category. I think the other takeaway is that, there's some volatility in fixed income from this data. So, and that's not surprising given the way interest rates have moved. So that's the other takeaway. Otherwise,
But Radhika, even credit risk funds have now started seeing positive inflows. But equity funds continue to see outflows. I mean, it's the third month on the trot of 10,000 crores plus of outflows.
And I don't think that will stop anytime soon, Sumaira. It may cut down, but as markets keep rising, I think there are a fair amount of wealth managers and advisors who are giving calls, and they could be very valid asset allocation calls to take some money off the table. You always see some amount of profit booking when people feel their NAVs come to par. You never see it when NAVs are at a loss. So I don't expect this to actually ebb for some time.
Okay. What about this whole ETF business? Because here again, it seems to be doing quite well. But as yet, the overall pie is quite small. You see this trend continuing as well, that, these numbers will just keep increasing?
So the numbers will increase, but if you look at equity ETFs, I think the large numbers continue to be EPFO. The index fund category, which I think is a more HNI and retail category, also Sumaira gets positive flows. As you said, it's still a 15,000 crore pie, but I think passive products will grow, whether it is index funds, whether it is debt ETFs, equity ETFs, I'm a little more unsure. Also, the range of products available in the market keeps growing.
All right, Radhika, thanks very much for joining in. And, just one more point that I want to just add is that the overall AUM remains at about 30 lakh crore rupees. So that is pretty much stable actually from last month.
Slightly lower on a month-on-month basis by about 50,000 odd crore rupees. So keep a note of that. All right. Thanks, Sumaira, for that. Now let's take it straight to CNBC TV18 exclusive here. And Timsi Jaipuria, our colleague, is joining in. She is in conversation with Rajesh, who are